right. Hey everybody. I'm just gonna make sure we're all good here. La 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 la. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing okay. Also going to do a little bit of an adjustment on my vibey lights in the back while everybody logs in. I feel like I want purple. Some purpley lights. Also, let me pop this chat up. Hey, Stephanie. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Purple. Or actually, I like having like purple and like a gold light. It's yummy. How's everybody doing? Especially my LA people, you doing okay? LA babies. I'm also going to take this background music down off of the back side. That way I can get into this playlist I'm going to work with. So I'll start to talk a little bit about what we're going to do for class today while people are getting in here. So last week we did back bends, right? And we're going to return to our little back bend journey this week, but add on a couple of things, add in some dynamic movements, really good for just overall general mobility. I'm excited about that. Also, a couple notes I want to say just at the beginning of class. Next week, I will not be streaming because this Friday we will be traveling to Texas. So we'll be coming back kind of early in the morning on Monday, but not early enough for me to stream. If that changes, and then I will let you guys know. Yes. Hanging in there, Stephanie says, feeling a collective grief for our city, feeling so grateful for my home. Yeah, reading that just made my... Yeah. Wasn't planning on crying on stream this morning. The damage is so extensive here, and there's so much loss that I'm not quite sure. I think it's going to literally change the landscape of Los Angeles in a major way. It's just an unimaginable amount of loss. I had everybody knows somebody that's been affected by this. And that's kind of the thing that I think makes this disaster very distinct, is that everybody knows somebody, which is kind of like difficult to, it's just difficult to deal with. So I know for me, I'm going to just continue doing my my work. I think my headphones are dying. I'm going to continue doing my work and just kind of hold it down, because I think people need a practice more than ever right now. I'm going to switch over to these headphones. Yeah, baby, you need to charge. We're going to charge you up. Switching. This will be better anyways, because as you know, doing a flow in in the big headphones is very hard to do. Nicolette says, good morning, honey. Feeling so fortunate to live dead center in the valley, but I'm safe. I'm glad that you're safe, Nicolette. I have many friends who are still evacuated and have no idea of their situation at home. Yeah, and that's like the reality for so many people, right? We're just unsure, and there's a big, everything's just in flux. Everything's in flux. And the thing that's a little bit scary, sorry, I'm just plugging in my other headset here, is that we have more winds coming Tuesday. So I know right now it's really critical. Everything's really critical right now that we continue to contain. Ooh, it's just heavy, you guys. It's really, really, really fucking heavy. And I don't know. I just don't know. But thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. Well, should we do some yoga about it? I think so. Also, this is still in the works, but just because it's relevant to what we're talking about. Not this weekend, obviously, because I will be out of town, but the following weekend, look to my socials. I'm going to be collaborating with some people and doing a wellness event for LA community at one of my friends' tattoo studios. So I will be updating you guys on that information when I know more and when I have the appropriate means of distributing that information. So look for that. Keep Sunday, the 26th, open. Big recommend. Okay. Let's do it, shall we? I can tell I'm gonna scoot my mat back for this. I'm gonna just scoot it back a little bit. Couple of blocks for today. I feel like that's good. That's pretty center. I'm trying to also wear some more colors. My friend Elise, who just stayed with me over the weekend, she's an awesome screen printer, gave me this shirt. Thank you, Elise. Shout out to Oakthorn Studios from Portland, Oregon. Love you. This says, no church, no state, no masters. All right. I'm going to reuse this playlist that I used last week. I'm going to drop it in the chat real quick, just so you can follow my vibe. Follow my vibe, why don't ya? Okay. And we're going to start in a supported heart opening position, or a supported fish, however you want to say it. So one block will go underneath your back. Now this can go up and down your spine or vertical, and it can also go across your back or horizontal. This can be on its lowest level or its medium level, whatever you prefer. And then the second block is going to go underneath your head for this one. You may go for something a little bit higher than what you have. So if you're on the lowest level, maybe you go medium, or maybe you go high. Oh my God. Also gonna really make sure that I don't shove that microphone into my neck. All right. Once you're in your supported fish position, let's take a couple rounds of breath here together. Drop in, ground, leave space open for whatever you're feeling today, whether that's some joy, sadness, elation, grief. There is room for all of the feelings in our bodies. We have the capability for all these feelings for a reason. We'll take one more collective breath here together. And then we'll start to add in some arms to open up through our shoulders. So reach your arms forward in front of you, up and overhead. And as you take the arms up and overhead, maybe the palms turn up towards the ceiling. And you can bend the elbows, drag the arms down, and kind of snow angel your way through. Continue with this arm pattern. Maybe as you're doing these arm patterns, the leg shape changes to something that makes more sense. All right. Now, the next time you start to come up, cross your arms and wrap your arms around your body. Again, I know my microphone's on my shirt, so I'm going to try to keep a little portal open for me to speak to you guys. But you can close the arms all the way down around your torso and just try to rub the fingers into the space between your shoulder blades if you can reach that. We'll open the arms back up and then do the same thing other side. Good, we'll open the arms back up, pick a side, roll off of your blocks, and then move those blocks towards the front. We'll meet in a seated position, crisscross applesauce, and we'll start to move through some seated cat-cows. Let your emphasis be on your cat back. So really round and contract, scoop underneath your tailbone. Inhale, pull yourself back forwards, and exhale, round and contract. Keep going just like that. All right, the next time we're in our contracted position, let's connect the palms together, interlace, push, press those palms forward in front of you, and then lift the arms up and overhead. It's okay if your ribs flare out. I just want you to try to get some additional opening into the shoulder space. Now, release, circle out the wrists all the way down. You guys know I love this combo. Good, connect the hands back together, interlace, push, press, and contract. Good, lift the arms all the way back up once more, giving yourself that nice shoulder stretch, and then release. Circle out the arms, but try to circle in the opposite direction. So lead with your pinkies if you led with your thumbs all the way down. And then once the fingertips find the earth, let's take this into a side stretch. I'm gonna turn to face you guys a little bit more for this one. So right hand stays, left arm reaches up and over. Try to keep your left sit bones grounded. And then let's take a rounding chest down towards the floor and back up. You know, normally after I like to take a hot shower before I practice because it like loosens up my body, but I didn't moisturize today because I was in a rush and I feel uncomfortably dry right now. Ugh. Okay, reach a little bit more through your left arm, bring yourself all the way back up. Let's do the same thing other side. So you can get as close as you can towards the floor with that arm, but do try to keep your right hip anchored to the floor. Good, round the chest down, open back up. Good, round the chest down, open back up. Beautiful. Reach a little bit longer with your right arm. Bring yourself all the way back up through center. Lean back, untangle the legs, and then place your feet towards the width of your mat. This is going to be really helpful for our kind of hip sequence today. Sit up as tall as you can. So maybe pull on your shins, try to elongate your spine as much as you can, and then melt forwards. Try to get through the legs as much as you can. If you want a more active version of this, flex the feet and then try to pull back on your toes. I want this to feel like a good warm-up for your malasana. Good, all right. Let's bring ourselves all the way back up. We'll collect the legs together. So you're bringing your knees into like one little long mermaid tail, and then you can keep your feet on the floor or pick up to get into a boat position or navasana. Now let's hold here. We're gonna do a 10-second hold, and then we're gonna work through some low to high boats, supported or unsupported. Good, last 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Supported low boat, hands come by your side. Lean back, lengthen out the legs in front of you, and then pull back up. The arms can also go out wider if that helps, right? Unsupported, the arms are in front of you. Inhales and exhales. Now these low to high boats can be really hip flexory. That's not a terrible thing, but I want you to try to mindfully connect with your low abs. So as you exhale and come back into boat, try to pull the low abdominals in. Good, last 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Cross your shin bones, roll all the way through to a tabletop position, all fours, hands and knees. Now, let's take a few moments here. We're gonna work through a little bit more spine, but I want us to take the emphasis into our hip flexors to open and counter what we were just doing. So we're gonna come back through some cat-cow work, but extend ourselves out a little bit. So my knees are further back, and I'm gonna take rolling, right, kind of forwards, almost like I'm going into a cobra position. Contract, roll forward, shift, roll back. All right. Now the next time you're starting to shift backwards, let's tuck our toes and move into a downward facing dog. It's our first downward facing dog here together, so let's pedal things out, move through the shoulders, waggle through the hips a little bit. Good, and then we'll find stillness, and we're gonna take 5 breaths here together. Try to take those full and complete inhales and exhales, and let every breath hug the muscles closer to the bones and the abdominals closer to the spine. With your next inhale, lift up your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, see the front. Inhale, travel to the front. Meet me in a halfway lift. With your exhale, fold forwards and hang heavy in this fold. Feel that stretch through the hamstrings. Good. All right, let's roll ourselves up from here. So bent, soft knees. And once you make it all the way up, we're actually going to take a standing camel position. All right, so in a standing camel, you can go thumbs in or pinkies in. We'll push our hips forward, engage your glutes so that they're flexing in the palms of your hands. And then you can look straight forward, or maybe you angle up a little bit or up towards the ceiling. Hold that for 3. Good, last 2. And 1, take it forwards. Interlace your hands since they're already at the back and work into your chest expansion, forward fold, stretch out through the shoulders. If you're unable to get the hands clasped, you can use a strap or a t-shirt between the hands. All right, let's release our hands down towards the floor. Step back into a high plank position. Lower both of your knees down and angle the hips down towards the earth. Bend into your knees, open up through your heart space. Inhale, breath. Exhale, push back into a child's pose position. Good, now let's activate our child's pose. Lift up, tuck your toes, and then with active arms, side walk over towards the left. Nice side walk over towards the right. And then let's come back to center. Walk your hands further back, widen the feet, push yourself into your malasana position. Take a breath in here and a breath out. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. And with your exhale, fold back forwards, parallel feet. Good. Walk forward into your high plank position. Let's repeat. Lower the knees towards the floor, open up through the heart space, bend into your knees. And then exhale, send it back. Active child's pose, so tuck toes. Great, let's do the side bend thing one more time. So walk hands to the left. Good, through center, walk hands to the right. Come back through center, walk your hands back behind you, widen the feet, push yourself into your malasana. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Parallel your feet, sweep the arms back up. And with your exhale, fold forwards, take it down. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, walk forward back into your high plank position, lower your knees. Now we're gonna do that same kind of bent knee cobra, except on this one, I want you to also bend your elbows. So take it a little more into the mid and upper back. Nice. Try to contract the hamstrings a little bit more, bringing the feet closer to you. And then push up and back, active toe, child's pose position. And let's hold this active toe, child's pose position. Good, lift up, widen the feet, push yourself back, Malasana. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Rise all the way up to standing, inhale breath. And exhale, bring your hands towards heart center and work into a close parallel foot position. Great. We're going to get up high onto our tippy toes and reach our arms up. And we're going to do a tippy toe walk towards the front of our space. Think of this just like little Barbie feet. Little Barbie feet working to the front. Nice. And when you make it to the front, again, toes are together. Let's lower the heels, sweep the arms back, chair pose. I almost said child's pose. Chair pose with the arms flying back. Good. With your inhale, reach the arms back forward. Exhale, sweep back, sit deeper into your chair. Bring the hands to heart center, interlace, push, press, half chair position. So try to bring your torso parallel to your mat. Usually hips have to get a little higher, shoulders have to get a little bit lower. For 3, 2, and 1, release, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step your left foot back behind you, high lunge position. Let's lower our left knee down towards the floor and then work through your floss. So back and forth. All right, the next time you are in your half split position, let's keep our left hand onto the floor and reach your right arm up high. Try to lengthen the right hip down towards the earth so that you can create some space into the side body and your QLs. All right, return the hands to the floor, rebend into your front knee and slide the heel a little bit closer to you. Let's stack into our grounded enjeu, but without a lot of hip extension. So think about coming closer to 2 90-degree angles with your legs. Right arm is going to extend to the inside of your right leg. Left arm will reach up and over. Let's side body stretch. Try to lengthen your tailbone beneath you. Good. 3. Last 2. And 1. Bring yourselves back up. Hands to heart center, twist, left elbow to right thigh. Give it a little extra push. Now we're going to tuck our back toe and lift up our back knee. Hold that for 3. Good. Last 2. And return your hands down to the floor on 1. Step your left foot forward next to the right. Give me just 1 halfway lift. And with your exhale, half split or stepping back to your lunge for our half split hip flexor stretches on the other side. Sorry, my brain is so... Teaching has been a challenge this week. I'm teaching, but I'm thinking about things and I'm trying to stay focused. My squirrel brain is squirrel braining really hard. Oh. Okay, the next time we're in our half split position, let's keep our right hand on the floor, reach your left arm up high. Try to create space in your left side waist. Get into that low back and that QL area. All right, return left hand down towards the floor. Rebend into your front knee, hug it in just a little bit closer, and then rise up. Slide left arm to the inside. Reach the right arm up and over, side stretch. Whew, I feel tight in these obliques. My obliques. All right, let's bring it back through center. Hands at your heart space. Twist. Elbow onto thigh. Heart space opening towards the other side of your space. Now let's tuck our back toe, lift up our back knee. Hold that lunge position. Feel that load up into the thigh. Take your inhale breath. And exhale, take the hands back down to the floor. And step both of your feet to the front. All right, halfway lift, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, fold forwards. Let's do that a few more times. Really focus on your hamstring lengthening. Inhale, breath, sit bones, really extend back. Back line extends and fold. Last time, maybe you add in arms, extending back. Halfway lift. Exhale, now let's plant our hands, step back into a high plank position. Chaturanga, glide forward, knees can tap the floor. Upward facing dog, reach heart space to the front. And exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll back forward. Again, take it through chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Let's do that one more time. Roll forward, chaturanga. Upward facing, and exhale, downward facing. Heels lift high, knees bend, see the front. Travel, maybe hop or step to the front, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, big reach up. And with your exhale, goalpost back bend. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, forward fold, and really curl into this forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Maybe you take some hot X. Reset with your breath in. Reset with your breath out. I'm kicking off my socks. I need some grip. All right, heels lift high, knees bend, see the front. Travel to the front. Half lifts. Exhale, fold. Rise up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lifts. Exhale, plants, hops or step backs. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. We've got one more. Rise to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Sweep up. Back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lifts. Chata. Now take these next 5 breaths either in your downward facing dog, maybe in a resting pose, or if you want a little more shoulder opening today, which is very beneficial for our back bends, then you can take yourself into dolphin position or forearm down dog. If you're in that dolphin position and wanting to really work, try to take your feet closer. So walk them in a step or 2 and really try to find that deep compressive state. gotta secure my hair. I'm hopping all over this room. Oh, and my headband just broke. You guys stay right there while I get another hair tie. All right, I'm back. If you're in that dolphin position, you can bring yourself down to your knees. If you're in that child's pose position, also bring yourself to your knees. And let's have a little tuck-toed sit, shall we? Working that stretch underside of the feet. Okay, let's get some dynamic work in. Come onto the tops of your feet. Left hand is going to sweep around you. We're going to do camel sweep. Other side. Good. Last one to the left. Last one to the right. When we make it all the way back towards center, we're going to come back onto our feet, which you can do like a normal human being because that is what you can do. Or we can start to try for some pop hops. What are pop hops, Tracy? Well, I'll tell you right now. Hands are going to come onto the floor by your side. I like to do them close to my knees. You're going to press the tops of your feet into the shins and onto the floor and try to hop onto your feet. Yeah? If you're down for some pop hops, let's try a couple of them. Yeah? I'm going to do one more. These are also fun to attempt to get into a handstand. Fun. Fun is a word I'm using super loosely. I'm going to attempt, but may fail. Failing is a part of it. Oh. Kind of had it on that one. All right, we've popped, we've hopped, or we've walked up like your normal, average, responsible human being. Let's go halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center, chair position. Take a breath in, grow a little bit longer. Exhale, twist to the right, prayer style. Try to get long, extend the sit bones back. And then let's come back through center. Prayer twist, other side. All right, come back through center. Hands come down towards the floor. You can move through your Chaturanga Dandasana like a normal human being. Or if you want, let's try for a little crow pose, Bakasana. Hands to the ground. Lift up your heels, open up the knees, triceps, knee connection. Good, now you can step back, hop back, return the feet to the floor, step back to down dog, however you want to work today. Let's elevate our right leg once we're back. Open up your hip and bend into your knee. Take some circles there. And reverse. Good, right leg extends back up towards the ceiling, look to the front. And exhale, step your foot to the front. Bend into the left knee, rise up to standing in your high crescent shape position. Exhale, lengthen out both of your legs, sweep your arms back behind you, kind of like a floating pyramid position. Rebend into your front knee, reach both of the arms up. Exhale, take it into a twist. Nice. Bring it all the way back up through center, open up into your warrior two. Inhale, find your reverse warrior, side body stretch. Exhale, take it back to two. Inhale, rise up through standing star shape. Exhale, horse squat position, get down. Sweep back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, let's go Viratu to the back. So bend into your left knee. Inhale, find your reverse warrior. And exhale, come back to two. Rise all the way back up to your star shape. Add in a little bit of a back bend position. And exhale, forward fold. Hinge from the hips, work down towards the earth. Bend into your front knee, work back over your right foot. Take this into a low lunge twist. Roll to the outside edge of your left foot, step back to your side plank, modified side plank, however you want to roll. Top foot can stack, it can lift, star shape, or you can play with some other shapes. Maybe you just want to bend the knee, lift up through the heart, maybe drop back. We were working drop backs last week. And then chaturanga, ekapada style. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Other side, left leg lifts, hip opens, knee bends. Circle. And reverse. Nice and square. Step through low lunge position. Soft back knee, rise it up, high crescent. With your exhale, lengthen out both legs, both arms. Lean forward, stretch into the hamstrings. Rise back up, high crescent shape. Good. With your exhale, let's take it into our twist, elbow to thigh. I actually can't remember if we did this. Yeah, we did. Again, distracted brain. It's just where I'm at today, guys. All right, let's bring it up. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, find your reverse warrior. Exhale, back to two. Inhale, rise up into your star shape. Exhale, horse squat. Reach back up, warrior two to the back. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, back to two. Inhale, reach up back through your star. Maybe add in a little bit of back bend. And then exhale, wide-legged fold. Take it down. All right, let's move back towards the front. Low lunge twist. Like that, my whole vertebra just adjusted. Let's step back, Vashisthasana side plank. Maybe you took your star. Maybe you took your pointed bend. Maybe you worked your drop back. Bring it around, high to mid plank. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, another reset through your breath. All right. We're going to, again, travel towards the front of our space. You can hop, step, float, work your way into handstand there. Halfway lift, and with your exhale, fold. Rise all the way up to standing. And with your exhale, take hands through heart center and go straight into your twist to the right hand side. Now for this one, I want you to pop up onto your left side toes. Take a balance, so try to peel the heel in towards your bum. Extend the leg back. Try to hold, and then step back. Great. You can stay here. You can work a half bind, maybe a full bind. Oh, I'm very creaky, very poppy today. All right, let's release. Bring it back up into your high crescent shape. Exhale, work into both legs long. Arms reaching back behind you. Maybe you try to dive a little bit deeper towards the right leg. Yes. Inhale back up into your high crescent. Exhale, Viratu. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, Trikonasana triangle position. Inhale, let's rise up, star shape. Exhale, second position, big wide horse. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let's get into our triangle, other side. Nice. Inhale, reverse triangle. And with your exhale, let's go into our Skandasana towards the front. All right, now we're gonna hold and work in this Skandasana for a while. If Skandasana is not for you, know that you can go for like a lateral lunge towards the front, but I wanna give us time here to explore. So maybe you go for an open arm position. Nice. Maybe you work open arm to the other side. I also like to move forward around my spine. All right, let's turn, move ourselves back towards the front of our space. Now, I'm gonna go for a Padangusthasana side plank position. You can stick with what was working for you on side one, modified side plank with the little pointed toe position. Good. If you were playing with that little float earlier even, something you can do, trying to grab for the top of the foot, rotate around, carefully of course, and try to hold that foot for a partridge. Good. You can release, work all the way through your flip, even work into your wheel shape. Been trying to work my wheels. Now you can bring yourself back around, high to mid plank, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's travel to the front one more time, one more flow. Hopping, stepping, floating. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Rise up to your stand, inhale, breath. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. All right, once you're connected, once you're locked in to the matrix, we'll lift up our right heel, take a balance, and then see if you can extend out. Nice, take your step back, hold into your twist, or work into deeper binds, half or full. All right, let's release, coming up into your high crescent position. Exhale, lengthen out through both of your legs, sweep the arms back. Maybe you try to dive deep towards that left leg. Inhale back up, high crescent position. And exhale, take it into your warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, trikonasana. All right, we'll rise up into our star shape. Exhale, goddess squat. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, triangle to the back. Ooh, hello. I just like getting in both sides. More of this, please. All right, reverse triangle. Use your core, bring yourself back up, square off the hips. And exhale, let's go skandasana or lateral lunge back towards the front. Now, you had time to explore lots of different variations here. Open position towards the back of your mat. Maybe open position towards the front, holy inner thighs. My personal favorite, crawling my arms forward. I know it will move my arms off frame, but gets a nice deep stretch there. All right, let's work ourselves back to the front. You can grab for your left side big toe if you did this Padangusthasana side plank with me. Nice. Now maybe you hang on to that foot, grab for the top of it, work into your partridge. You can drop that foot back, work through your wheel. Be really careful with that transition if it's new to you. I like to spot my hand and then rotate through it. All right, let's bring it back around. Final high to mid plank. Upward facing dog. And then exhale, child's pose. Or if you want to work still, you can be in your downward facing dog, which will feed nicely into one of our last shapes. Okay, so we're going to go into our dolphin pose one more time. If you would prefer to take some more chill shoulder openers, which I understand, it's kind of that time, we're winding down, then you can take a puppy position. So arms reaching forward, hips go back, arms reach forward in front of you. Yeah? All that is lovely and good. If you would prefer to, again, work dolphin and dolphin into your Pincha Mayurasana, potentially into some hollow back stuff, let's work. So before we go, let's just take a quick little review of our arm pathways here. So in our Pincha, we want to try to maintain an 11 shape with the hand. One drill that's kind of nice to play with is pinching a block and then trying to take your elbows up and in alignment with the shoulders, yeah? If your elbows get stuck here while pinching the block, know that shoulder mobility can be a really great focus for you to take, right? Because Pincha, we want to try to find an elbow shoulder stack, especially for hollow body, right? Because we're trying to access our thoracic spine. Okay. If you're feeling ready like I am, let's go for it. Walls can also be used if you feel more comfortable kicking up into pincha with a wall. So my technique, I like to personally take my forearms so that they're facing up, palms facing up, move them in and out, rock them out, keep them there, and then rotate my palms down. You should feel like your elbows are locked in place. That's a good feeling to have, okay? From there, you can push up and back. Take your moment in your tight dolphin position. I personally like to walk back a little bit to work into my kick-ups. Now to work into more hollow body shapes, these aren't really my forte because I'm not a very back bendy person compared to people I know, because that's what I do. I compare myself to other people. You want to feel like you're starting to push your back through the arms, yeah? Now if you did this on one side with one foot kicking up, I recommend taking a little break and then doing the other side. If you've been on the floor working your puppy, hopefully not this entire time, feel free to take a moment, rock position, so like arms down by your side. Give yourself some roundness here. You can go for another round of your puppy or asymmetrical puppy, so reaching one arm cutting to the front, other arm cutting to the front, while myself and hopefully other people are doing our other side. Sorry, I have to breathe really hard to do this. Whew. Oh, that is a shoulder workout, y'all. Let's all take a moment. We'll take a seat. Soles of the feet together, knees wide, Baddha Konasana. We'll bring ourselves back up, fold the knees together, lengthen legs in front of you, Paschimottanasana, sit up tall, and then exhale, round your spine. let's bring you up. Scoot your hips down and either roll back into legs up the wall or shoulder stand. Legs can come up and overhead. Plow position with chest expansion. And then start to bring yourself back down. Give yourself a hug of appreciation. You can head to that final song in our playlist. And we'll take a brief 60-second moment here. Take another breath in. We'll gather ourselves back up. Taking a moment to express gratitude for where we are in this moment. Sending out energy to people that need it. As always, friends, grateful to guide you. Thank you so much for joining me. Whew. Thank you guys for joining me. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Mellow. Oh, my sweet Mellow babies. Just happened to be wearing head to toe Melodia designs today, except for the t-shirt and the socks. By the way, speaking of Melodia, I have an entire cart full of the new Malachite collection. It's just in there. It's in there and it's ready for me. I just am like, I need every single piece. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. I love you. So before we head out and start our day together, ooh, go Stephanie, go Stephanie. I know, I'm a really good influence on everybody, right? So schedule's a little different this week. Our next class will be our Wednesday reset class, which is a new class I'm offering. It's a 30-minute myofascial, kind of chill, stretchy class. It's 30 minutes long, and that one is every single Wednesday. Friday we won't have class because again I will be traveling from Friday to Monday, so I will miss you guys next week, but I will have lots of recordings I'm dropping in my Patreon, so you will not see me. It'll almost be like I'm still here. And then yeah, this class will resume on the 27th, which will already be the last Monday of January. How does it happen? I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Again, keep your little noggins open and available. A couple Sundays from now, we'll be doing some special community work together. So I'm excited for that. All right, guys. Oh, thank you, Jess. I see you in the comments in Patreon. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I love you. All right, my darlings. I look forward to seeing you in class this week. And if not, then I will see you the following week. Wednesday, Friday, we'll have a bar class. Not this Friday, next Friday. And then we'll be back Monday after that. All right, my lovelies, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for joining me. Have an awesome, awesome rest of your week. That's it. That's it. We did it. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.